What's up guys, this is your boy TheAverage over here, back with another video for Injustice 2 Mobile. And this update is probably the worst update that I have ever seen. And I'm playing this game for 4.5 years, more than 4.5 years. And this is just ridiculous. So let's start with the first impressions and an overview and a review of this update, Injustice 2 Mobile Update 5.2. First, let's look at the inbox and the issues also. So the first issue, the major issue that is coming in is this one, and I'm just tired of seeing this, and this is very frustrating and irritating. For Android users only, you will be logged out of your Google Play account, and this also causes an issue of not being able to play on multiple accounts. But there is a workaround, and I'm going to talk about that workaround right now only. So the workaround is basically you'll have to add your Google accounts separately. So what you need to do is, in your settings, you will have your Google account, and in that Google account, once you link it with the Google Play, then if you log into the game, you will be asked to play the tutorial. So play the tutorial, and once you get the opportunity to click on settings while playing the tutorial, just go and click on the settings, and then you link your account like it's mentioned here, and that would work. So now if you have multiple accounts, what you need to do is, again, you'll have to go into your settings, mobile settings, not the game settings, mobile settings, change your Google account, and again log in back into the game. And that would mean you would not be able to use this particular game save, that is the first account game save. You'll have to switch to the second account game save, and then you have to play the tutorial again there, and then load that game up. And this is frustrating. It's very frustrating. I can understand for those of you guys who have multiple accounts, it's very frustrating. If you have multiple mobile phones, I suggest you have like different accounts linked to different mobile phones. That would help you in a way that you don't have to, rerun the tutorial and link your Google Play account several times. This is the worst thing that I have seen across in all this 4.5 years plus of me playing this game. And man, they have not even given any compensation. It's just outright ridiculous. That no gems, no character shards, no XP capsules, nothing. Just an apology that sorry for the inconvenience. And boy, oh boy, we waited for more than 12 hours, I believe, for the game to get started. Like, I waited till 5:15 a.m. in the morning for the game to restart, and the game was not live at all. And that's literally ridiculous, guys. That's literally ridiculous. And I believe many of you guys have even lost the pips which are there. So man, this is horrendous. So let's look at what we get. So we get a Mr. Freeze Holiday Redemption Calendar. We get a gift, and what's that gift called? That gift is one intergalactic orb. I mean, this is just a simple insult to the players. The fan base and the player base is amazing, guys. Trust me, playing this game for over 4.5 years, I know the fan base and the player base is just amazing people out there. And this is how they, do. I don't know what to even say. This is what they do. It's pretty ridiculous. Let's look at the another bonus gift. They give 5 rare reforges, and you will not probably get a single rare, roll out of this 5 rare reforges. And something that you want, just leave it out of the question. Literally, it's just too bad probability out there. Let's look at what we get on the characters and the changes there. I spent few gems to try and unlock Mr. Freeze. You guys know my luck. I didn't unlock it, obviously, and so I'm not gonna spend money on this game, at least like till they resolve quite a few issues. Like, I don't foresee myself spending money on the game anymore, because this is just outright ridiculous how they're insulting the players. Let's look at the legendary chest. It's not something like pretty amazing or anything. It's the same standard 8% chance you get some shards. I spent probably 3.3k gems. It's not a lot of gems, I agree, but I didn't get a single shard. So I have uploaded the video already. If you guys want to check that out, make sure to check that video out. And nothing changed here. Literally nothing changed here. I have not tested in raids yet how the things are working, but let me go into Arena Store. Arena Store is same. Literally nothing is there. No changes, no updates to Arena Store, and it's just literally ridiculous at this point of time that this update, which is there for 12 hours odd, under maintenance, no compensation, comes with login bugs. Man, I don't know what to say. There are leaks though. There are leaks which suggest a new character coming in Justice Pass. Maybe I'll cover it in a separate video, or maybe I'll just keep it under wraps for now. But many of you guys might already be knowing about it. But given the fact that that is now away, I'll review it later. Right now, at this current stage, after just the maintenance, it's just chaos, guys. It's just literally chaos. And to be fair, let's look at this. So let's jump back, and they mentioned that Deathstroke can jump and their animation has changed. We are going to test that out. Let me reduce the sound. I'll reduce the sound so that it doesn't interfere. So let me just go into the gameplay and let's test Deathstroke out. It could jump, they have mentioned. It could do a lot of stuff. Animation has changed. Let's test it out whether it actually works. And they've also mentioned the Batarangs having the poison effect. That poison effect is gonna get applied for teammates as well. Literally, that's what they have mentioned. That's what I understood. Like, correct me if I'm wrong out there, guys, but this is what I understood from the patch notes, that the poison effect, if characters say one, like for example, I'll put it on, say, Batman Who Laughs. If the Batman Who Laughs applies poison effect, it's gonna be applicable for the other characters as well. But that doesn't seem to be working from my experience. Let's test it out again. Let's put Batarangs on Batman Who Laughs. I think he's probably gonna kill. It's a bit too overpowered, but we'll test that out and see. And let's start this battle. Let's do this one battle quickly. And I'm gonna reduce the sound as well, so that would help. And we're gonna look at Mr. Freeze as well, because I mean, it isn't looking as OP. So let me pause and reduce the sound. Let's reduce the sound. Let's resume. All right, so here I am, and let's see Deathstroke's animation. Deathstroke seems to be faster. And yes, it does seem to be faster. So the animation has been changed a bit. So they're not wrong about that. And let's check here. So here is poison being inflicted, and let's see. So here you guys are seeing, right? There is no green, like an aura that comes in from like the player that is attacking with the opponent being on poison. So that means the poison is not working. And I was facing some issues, I would say, some issues with, you know, the tag-in. Which is kind of ridiculous, because the tag-in should work perfectly is what I believe. And let's see here if we are able to combo interrupt. Yes, we are able to combo interrupt. And the animation slight change here is, I think it is looking towards the other side, like you saw there, right? It's looking towards the other side. That was not there before. So which is definitely a change from the past. And literally, I mean, even with the animation change and even with all these changes, I am not seeing a pretty OP stuff, because nobody asked for the animation change. It was working okay. I didn't get to test the, you know, the range attack jump over through it, because they didn't do any range attack, and probably I didn't give a chance anyways. But at the end of the day, this change doesn't make a lot of difference from the gameplay. So let's look into the roster and let's look at Mr. Freeze. Probably once I get a hold of, you know, a good gameplay, some of you guys can send me out a good gameplay of Mr. Freeze, can review it later in that stage. But let me look at Mr. Freeze right away. And let's do the first initial impression of it, I would say. And to be honest, I'm fairly disappointed with the way the game has progressed. And this is literally the first time I'm literally ranting about Injustice 2 Mobile. Usually I don't do. And but this is just too bad. This update is just too bad at this point of time. I don't know whether the leaked character that's gonna get released is gonna make it better, but for now it just looks ridiculous. 80% damage against opponents under freeze, 22% extra damage per use power bar. So this 80% increases by 20% per level. So at 7 stars, it's gonna be, you know, a 120% more, which will be 200% damage against opponents under freeze. 22%, I think this increases by 3%. It increases by 3% or 4%, I think 3% per use power bar. So this 22% is going to increase, but the stacks up to 30 is not going to change at all. It's not a huge damage at the end of the day, because I believe this percentage is again of the base attack. But if it's overall, I think then it would be pretty interesting to see. But I'll reserve the comments for that when I get a proper gameplay to look into as well. Plus 3 additional hits an opponent without breaking freeze status, and this would increase by 1 every level. So at 5 stars, you're gonna get it at like 7, which means you could do 7 additional hits and the freeze will be like removed. What I don't understand is if you have fast attack, is it gonna affect as well? And that means literally you're freezing and unfreezing. Couple of hits of fast attack and you are up to 7 hits. It's ridiculous. I mean, at this point of time, it just seems too ridiculous to me. Frostbite, 5 seconds frostbite, and power generation decreases by 50% and blocking decreases by 25%. This increases, I think, the frostbite duration increases. But to be honest, it doesn't look that OP to me at this point of time. Isolated has no modifier. Legendary character with a special one, no modifier. I mean, what's going on, guys? I mean, this is just too bad. This one here, 4.63 seconds freeze. This increases with the duration. 25% chance to affect raid bosses. Only those bosses where they are saying it's freeze immune. If the bosses are not saying freeze immune, it's gonna work perfectly. So this is similar to stun. Arkham Knight Batman stun is 50% chance. They have a 25% chance on Mr. Freeze, which is again ridiculous. Increased power generation means you can spam the SP2, so you can still do the stun, like the freeze lock rather, not the stun lock, the freeze lock. But at the end of the day, still, it's not that OP. The SP3 is locked here because I have not unlocked the character, but it's called Frost Tips or something like that, Ice Tips or something like that. It gives an armor completely. You can reflect after, I think, level 66 of the special ability. And it's going to work pretty well. And that's going to be your main damage dealing thing. And at the end of the day, it doesn't have much special properties other than the fact it's going to reflect the damage. So it's not a damage dealing one. Boy, I am pretty depressed, I would say, to be honest. Like, this is pretty depressing. And at the end of the day, the changes are not that effective, to be honest. And the bug of not being able to log into your account is just ridiculous, guys. All right, so I'll keep you guys posted with maybe the bugs that I am seeing, or if I'm getting some information, I'll keep you guys posted. And stay tuned, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't done already. Lots of videos to come for Injustice 2 Mobile, but this is the first time I felt the update is just too terrible at this point of time. But thanks for watching. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. This is your boy, the Average Gamer 98 over here, signing off. You guys take care, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Peace.